Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RDR's Weekend Review. We are returning after the All-Star break. We decided to take a little time off for ourselves as well. And so we're going to do what we normally do in our weekend review. It'll be closer to about a 2-week review, but we're going to take a little bit at the All-Star weekend, some of the events that happened there, some of the recent transactions, and some of the recent games as well. There's been a lot of hot topics here over the last few days, week or so, week, 10 days. So let's jump right into that. First and foremost, there have been two really hot players. Actually, a third one that I'm going to throw in there that I didn't send you guys on the agenda, but I saw some numbers and was just taken aback. Jason Tatum. Let's talk a little bit about him and what he's doing. Obviously, Kemba Walker's been out a few games here with some injuries, and it seems as though, at least to me, that Jason Tatum has answered the call and responded well to a missing all-star, a missing creme de la creme point guard, and kind of taking the reins for the Celtics. Mr. Celtic, I'm going to let you lead the way on that.
That's my guy Tatum, man. For the month of February, he averaged 31 points a game.
It's very solid. That's better than solid.
The boy has a confidence level through the roof. He's 6'8", 200 pounds. Positionless basketball, man. Put the best five out there and let's go. And he is a terror on any player in the NBA when they got to go up against him. I watched him in a 3-game span in the month of February outplay Kawhi Leonard, gave him 39. I watched him go at the Lakers with 41 points in a span of three games. There was a game in the middle. It was, I want to jump into something too. They show positions and possessions. Every time Tatum had the ball and Kawhi was checking him, he scored 100% of the time.
I saw that.
Crazy. This is the best.
And we're talking about best or top three at worst.
And we're talking about a guy. He scored on him 100% of the time. Like, it's every time I had the ball and I was in a scoring position to score, you checking me could not stop me. The young talented players in the NBA have a mindset of, I'm here for a reason. I'm not here to be your friend on the court. You see that in the Morants. You see that in these younger guys, the ones that I say the young man can go. Those guys, the future of the NBA is bright.
I agree with
I'm
that.
telling you, if you are a fan of a particular type of player, you can find him with the young guys. You can find him. You can pick one of the guys under 25, and he will remind you of somebody you liked as a child, the way you played ball, whatever. You will find him. They are there. We ain't got to hold on to these old guys that don't want to leave.
That's the thing. It's generational. You got the older guys that still clinging to the 30-somethings, the LeBrons, the older guys, and won't let them go and won't embrace the young guys. And because you hear a lot of criticism with the young guys, low IQ, all they can do is score, sloppy basketball. I hear that a lot, but you just gotta let it develop. And these guys are good. There's a lot of young two guards, that you could put up against any two guards in any era, and they can hold their own.
And they can hold their own.
Booker,
they can hold their own, man.
Bill, McCollum,
and you name the dogs. You name the dogs.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, you naming the headbutts. I'm talking about a guy like Dylan Brooks. That dude showed the Lakers the way yesterday.
Jaylen Brown's another.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown's my guy.
Yes,
right.
I think with Jason Tatum, though, just keep doing what you're doing. I think Kemba is the type of human being where I'm gonna allow you to be you.
That's the question I wanted to ask.
He
comes back because we've seen.
He's not a Kyrie Irving that needs all the shine.
But we gotta understand. And we gotta understand this too.
Kemba Walker's gonna get his regardless.
Exactly. And even when Kemba was there, by a couple points, Jason Tatum was still the leading scorer of the Boston Celtics.
But that just tells you how good Kemba Walker is, because when Kyrie Irving was there, it seemed like he forced a lot of the issue. Okay. Kemba Walker lets the game come to him a lot of times.
Fact.
And he's that good where he can get a bucket anytime he wants. It doesn't look forceful.
I can average 22, 23, but not take 22, 23 shots.
And he's not going to infringe on and encroach on everybody else.
Not at all.
Which to me
Hayward still is going to get his and comfortable.
That makes Boston dangerous.
Yep.
That makes
Boston still needs that big man.
That makes
They
Boston
still
dangerous.
they still need the big.
I-
Tice is good. And Tice is serviceable. Oshale is solid. They still need and Baines. If they would have just kept Baines.
Listen, man. I know where you're going, Ryan. I know what you like, man.
Because they got talent. They got talent across the board. They need that guy.
Before we jump on the statement you're making, the what I saw was Tatum guarding Kawhi on 24 possessions. Kawhi shot 33%.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi guarding Tatum on 33 positions. Tatum was 100%.
Listen to me.
Dude, come get this smoke, man.
I get that.
Stand in front of me. I'm about to smoke you, and that's what he did to me.
Jason Tatum showed me a lot in that 18 series when they played the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes.
And that was his breakthrough. And you saw shades of it back then.
Yeah.
And he's going to get better. This ain't it.
And it's scary.
Yeah, he hasn't hit.
And it's scary.
You know, if you look at it objectively, he hasn't hit his ceiling yet. He's got room. There's still room there.
Ryan, when you say the Celtics need a big guy, why and for what?
You spoke highly of Enes Kanter.
I spoke highly of his offensive ability.
And he's being exposed on the defense.
And that's why
they are benching him.
So
he's
what?
not getting no work.
So what? And then when they bench him, they send in Baines, who's a better rebounder.
Well, Baines.
I'm sorry.
Tice.
Who's a better rebounder. Is not as polished as Enes, but will get the same points Enes get. And the young boy who block everything, Robert Williams, comes back too.
Let me ask you this, because
he just mad Al Horford gone.
I just want to. They miss
because I made you a believer now. They really
don't. They miss Al.
We really don't. I'm gonna tell you why we don't. Al has took a step back. He old. You seeing why? Bye. Get out here.
He's being used horribly.
Yeah. Well, look, man. Listen.
They were just showing career lows.
Horribly. Go out there.
For the money.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Amen.
But I'm cool.
Because let me ask you this.
I saw him try to dunk. I saw him try to jump with Tatum last time they played. Tatum put him on a poster.
That's why he should be playing with Tatum.
Hey, too bad.
Why do they need a big to get out of the East? I feel like they might need a big depending on who they face in the finals.
It's not so much a big to get them out of the East. It's a big to solidify that paint.
What in the paint needs solidified?
That presence.
Of what? Of what?
Sometimes you need a big man presence. That grittiness. They don't. I don't. Tice is.
They got grittiness. They got grittiness. They're more gritty. They're more. Tice is more gritty than Dwight Howard.
You took the money, Al Horford, and I'm not the biggest fan of Al Horford.
I'm happy you did. Take the money.
You should have stayed.
You gotta feed your family. Kids can't eat basketball.
No, I agree. I think they could use.
He's the guy. He's the missing piece.
I'm not taking nothing away that he's not there, but we have Tice, Williams, and Enes for the same price we'd had Al.
So question.
We ain't got the money for him.
Question.
We got to listen. We got to give Tatum some bread. We got to give my boy Brown some.
Well, he got his.
Yeah, Brown did. We got to get Tatum. Tatum's coming up.
We got to take care of Tatum.
Ow, bye. We ain't got time for that.
Let me ask
we
you
already paying my boy Gordon. We ain't got time to. And we paying Kemba.
As currently.
We can pay one more cat.
Ow, sorry. And his name ain't Al.
And his name ain't Al.
As currently constructed. Boston to the conference finals? Or Boston coming out of the East?
Yes.
As you initially
Boston's only issue, in my opinion,
okay,
and I'm not saying this because they my team, is the freak and them cats in Wisconsin. That is it. We have to beat them. If we can whoop them, we're fine. I don't see no other team in the East.
That's going to be
being able to stand.
That's going to be my favorite series in the East.
I can't do it. And
I don't think I'll miss a game on that.
We gotta solidify that second spot. So when we do see them,
that it is the finals.
It is the finals. We don't want to see them early, man.
Because they're in third right now.
Third, but a game and a half behind Toronto.
Yeah, it's still
they had a tough loss yesterday. I think if they win that, then they go to 2. Real tough.
Okay.
Toronto is a fun story. Man, at the end of the day,
they dangerous, dude.
I'm not believing in Toronto.
I'm not believing in them either. I don't want them to have that second spot. It's not about belief. I don't want them in that spot. I don't care where they at.
I hear what you're saying.
My team need that spot. I don't want to see Milwaukee in the second round.
I hear you.
I don't want that. Nobody wants to see the freak in the second round, man.
I'm with you.
Come on, man.
Because they're going to thump whoever they get.
You don't want to see them in the second
They're
round.
They're going to sweep whoever they get in at the 8th spot.
He upset. I mean, come on, man. You got him and his. You know what, man? Something that was crazy to me. I didn't really realize why him and James had an issue.
Well, it started with the picks. I don't
think it started with the picks.
You think it was before that?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you when it was before.
Because I heard the shot. I heard when he said it, and I'm thinking.
I saw the interview. I
was like,
y'all, it's
that's how you
before
feel?
that,
Okay.
and I can't believe we let it go over our head.
Shed some light on it.
Harden didn't get MVP last year. He did.
I would feel.
That's when it started.
And I didn't know Harden took second in the MVP voting 3 times. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 times. Yes.
That's crazy.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
So when he did get it, it was
he had
definitely
something to say when Giannis got it last year.
Because again, we have talked about it.
And Giannis
he had a better
comment,
statistical season than he did in his MVP season.
Giannis's comment, it was funny, but it was corny. And
I'm talking about what he said with the voting.
The pick. I need somebody to pass.
Well, that's what he said when they were picking for the All-Star. That was his comment. And I heard it. I was like,
that's corny. James Harden led this league in assists before, and he averaged more assists than that guy. And James Harden said something that was another fact. I averaged more dimes than both of them guys you picked over me. Right there is just now, mind you, you got Giannis, who I'm a fan of the freak, but he's from another country. He probably don't understand jokes and stuff. It got to be funny to make it make sense. But them clowns he was on the show with laugh.
Well, guess what?
Because they're clowns, and we need facts.
But guess what?
LeBron chuckled. LeBron don't laugh at that because that statement, like James Harden said, I didn't see the joke.
But like he said,
but it wasn't.
LeBron laughed, but he also was like, "Give me James."
No, because he knew it was some dumb. And then you got, I know it's your boy, but he was your boy when he played.
Who's that?
Charles Barkley. As a commentator, he's a moron.
Yeah, you know.
You want the dribbler? Shut up.
But you got
Shut up.
But Ryan, you got jokes, and then you got shots. That was a shot.
But here's
personal.
But here is
that's
where
envy.
Did you see Giannis's response? That's when I was like, you are retarded. He said, I don't take digs at people. That's not what I do. I don't do that. So was it a joke or was it a shot? Because you just said you don't take digs at people. So are you stupid? Thank you. You look at that face. Do you feel that makes no sense? You're a moron. You thought you were making a joke.
It wasn't a joke.
And it's not funny.
Yeah, that was personal.
We're talking statistics.
That was personal.
And in the All-Star game,
James Harden could have took the shot and he passed it.
James Harden had 9 dimes.
He had a layup right there. Am I wrong? He kicked it to the corner.
And who won?
He kicked it to the corner.
Who won?
He could have shot the layup.
What team won?
Yeah.
Giannis's team had
we ain't got it, but you're right.
Oh my, come on.
You're right.
Giannis, stop with you obviously are missing or somewhere else. Now, I think James Harden's. I wish I was 7 feet tall. Just remember that. I think that's also a retarded statement.
Over the top.
It's over the top.
He's more than that.
But we have seen a whole bunch of 7 foot tall cats in the league that ain't nowhere near that guy.
Yeah.
So it takes more. Then
he's not a Tatum.
You know exactly right. Then he make the I cry for calls. Da da da. All NBA players cry for calls.
But you have a level of disrespect for both players. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a lot of guys don't respect his game.
That's because they can't do it.
And a lot of guys don't respect James Harden's game. The dribbler, he shoot too much.
They can say what they want. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. The people that don't respect their game, if they played like them, will probably be NBA basketball players. So tell them cats to go back to their job and punch in and don't make their boss mad.
To an interview with my guy, No Chill Gill, yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they were asking him, I'm not going to plug another show, but they asked him, you know, where does your game,
no free plugs.
Where does your game fit in with today's NBA? You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a guy, I looked at Gill's game and I'm like, Gill might have came a couple years too early.
Oh, he was ahead of his time.
Because he was not. I won't say he was the first, but he was one of the guys that plays the one and is ball dominant.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Gill didn't let his team down.
No.
Jameson let his team down.
Who?
Jameson.
I'm
talking about them Wizard teams. Yeah. Gill came every night. Jameson,
to his point,
and Caron Butler,
he talked about
let them guys down in the playoffs.
Stop, man. Why would you do that? Why would you take shots at them guys? Stop. Because I'm going to rewind something for you. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because I'm going to rewind something for you. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys. Because you did something that ain't fair to them other guys.
This is why I love what we do. We weren't supposed to be talking about this.
Wasn't the hibachi? Agent Zero? Wasn't he standing at the free throw line? And LeBron said, "You gonna miss this?"
That's one game.
And he missed it, so what?
That's one game.
Your heart ain't there. Where was he at when Larry Hughes was locking his ass up? Where was he at? Don't do that. Do not dog Antoine and don't dog the rest of them. They lost as a team. Period. That guy let Larry Hughes put clamps on him.
No, I didn't fact check.
He was good back
but
then.
But what he said was
he could be good
he
today.
said he averaged 30
He wasn't
points
being
against Larry Hughes.
And he
I have to
no.
fact check it, but he said
His shot percentage was horrible. If you got to shoot the ball 25,
He's a volume shooter. He was a volume shooter at the
Larry
point guard
Hughes was
position.
like, "Go ahead, y'all don't shoot yourself out the game because you're mad at me."
What's the difference between Agent Zero and a Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook?
Damian Lillard.
These high end point guards that shoot a lot.
I'm not about.
They don't average 29, 30 points for nothing.
I'm not about
Trae
to.
Young.
I'm not about to take Trae Young averaging 10 dimes. Don't compare Trae Young to these other cats. Trae Young is second year in the league and smoking cats.
If Agent Zero was playing today,
When Agent Zero was
he'd be top three
when Agent
point
Zero
guard right now.
When Agent Zero was in the league, it took him to get traded to become a goon. I'm just talking facts.
He would have been a goon for Golden State if you ask me.
You said would have been. We're not talking hypothetical. We're talking about what we saw
in that system. In that Golden State system.
Here's what
got traded.
Here's what happened.
They told him pack your bag.
Because he talked about that. It was the coach. You know who he was playing behind?
I agree with that. Coach.
Mookie Blaylock.
Listen.
You want to tell me Gil wasn't better than Mookie? No disrespect to Mookie, but come on.
Coaches can put the palm. Can catch your career in their hands. Oh, yeah. I'm not taking none away from Gilbert Arenas. I saw Gilbert Arenas destroy Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. But I also saw Gilbert Arenas, an 80% free throw shooter, at the free throw line, and a LeBron James who had been in the league 3 years, so he's 21 years old, walk to that grown man and say, "You gonna miss it, punk." That boy turned to George Hill.
George Hill.
I don't want to hear that.
George Hill.
They all, Jameson, all them cost them the series. Then he had the free throw line like this.
George
Hill.
Let me say this.
LeBron was like this.
I loved his answer though, because he brought up some of the guys you mentioned. He said
he ain't bring up that free throw.
He said no, absolutely not.
And they didn't either, because they don't ask the right question. What that free throw you miss, homeboy?
Yeah. What he said was
LeBron was touching on.
As far as his game and lining up with today's game, he said he named a Dame Lillard. He said it would be like Dame. He said to some degree Harden because of going to the line. He said, now what I don't do, James, I'm not taking away from his game. He said James takes more dribbles to get his shot than I do, which is
he's
true.
a pure shooter.
Fact.
He's a pure shooter.
But he said I feel like he said I'm not going to say I would average 40 in today's game, but I feel like my game would definitely translate into how they play the game. Now he said these guys, these point guards lead their team in assists.
He gave you a high-end 20s back then. 30.
He fit right in, right? He fit
33,
in. He fit in with today's game.
You're out of your mind.
He would fit right into that.
33, 34
You're out of your mind. No, I don't believe 33 or 34 a game because you act like everybody's averaging 33 and 34 a game.
But he's better than everybody.
No, he's not. He's not better than Steph Curry.
He mentioned Steph too. He mentioned Steph as well.
Let's stop with this garbage. He's not but you're stuttering.
Let me say
He ain't better than Steph. He ain't better than Dame Dollar.
No, it's not about being better.
Dame Dollar has gave you 25 for 6-7 years. Your boy Gil was hot for 3. And legs and shit start falling apart. And listen, man. Listen.
We're not saying he's going to play in a winning situation. What I'm telling you is he's going to put the ball up.
Them other guys came to the game and did it right. Training. Getting everything right. Gilbert Arenas was gambling with guns in the locker room. Let's stop, man. Please stop.
We're talking about basketball. We're talking about on the court.
So that cost him his career.
His injuries cost him.
No. If he don't have that gun, they don't draft John Wall. They go a different way.
He can go somewhere else. He could have went somewhere else and been a factor, but his body gave up on him. That's
not what he said.
His body gave up on him.
For years, we thought he was blackballed.
He said he was injured.
He said he was injured. He said a team wanted me to come play with them, and I said, no, I'm cool. I'm going to go play with the Lakers because I know Steve Nash going to get hurt. Played the averages. That's why he's on podcast and he's talking. I think the boy can go. And if he played right now, I'd be very, very successful.
He's proven.
Very, very successful.
He's proven.
But he's not averaging 30.
Why not?
Because if we go through a list,
he's better than Trae Young.
If we go, no, he's
and
not.
And Trae Young's giving you 30.
No, he's not. Trae Young is second year in the league, and his numbers. Trae Young's second year in the league numbers and Gilbert numbers have never looked like that. Never. Never. You can make the face all you want.
Gilbert
30
Arenas
and 10.
is in a winning situation, give you high-end 20s. Trae Young's giving you 30 a game and ain't got a chance in hell of winning.
So what? What does that have to do with the numbers? You said he was better.
If you put Gilbert Arenas in a situation where there's
you got Gilbert Arenas in a winning situation, right? But we assume that means he's playing around better basketball players than Trae Young.
Playoffs.
We assume that.
We talking about
When
playoffs.
we assume that his team is better with the people around him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why he couldn't get 10 dimes? I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. Why couldn't he get 7? What you talking about? 30-9. 27-6. You got Jameson on your team. You got pass. Get him no problem. What is you can't pass him. He get 9 dimes with Vince Carter. What's the dude
Carter ain't playing.
What's the dude we like to laugh about? Brimbury. He getting 9 dimes with Brimbury.
Guys ain't playing.
Clint Capella ain't suited up. He get 9 dimes.
But Collins is playing.
Okay. Collins can go.
And Collins giving you 20. 20 and 10. 20
Collins
and
better
11.
than Jameson?
No.
Okay. Is anybody on his team right now better than Antoine Jameson?
No.
Is anybody on this team better than Larry Hughes?
No.
Is anybody on his team better than Caron Butler?
No.
I'm done having this conversation.
But they were winning. And Atlanta ain't got a chance.
They had a let him. Was Gil winning his second league? What goes?
We'll go State.
Oh, okay. Second in the league.
But he wasn't even starting. He just said he was coming.
He was starting. He wasn't starting his first year. He had 17 points a game in second year. Go look at him. I'm just saying he wasn't averaging 25. You ain't want to look at it. I know you don't. I know you don't.
Listen,
I'm not taking it away from Gil, though.
I can't wait for these guys to show up so we can do this. I'm just gonna tell you. So I was gonna hit All-Star, but no, we pivoted right back to Washington. Mm-hmm. So the other hot guy, Bradley Beal. What is he doing?
Drug test.
Well, they wrong for that, man.
They wrong. You know what?
They need to be drug testing who was guarding him.
Yes, they need to drug test.
Double 50.
Yes. Because, and you know what, man, it's kind of crazy. Every time somebody go off, they drug test them. They did him. Your boy Covington had 15 blocks in 3 games. They drug test him.
What do you think I'm taking?
Thank you. That's my remember.
That man had
they did JaVale McGee last year. I think JaVale McGee had a 2020. Pop-up drug test.
What did I take then? 2 50 balls back to back. 8 balls don't give you 50 balls.
8 balls don't give you 50 balls.
At least as far as I know.
No, they don't.
Unless, you might.
I keep mentioning week after week after week, he's swimming in quicksand.
Bradley
Players
Beal?
like him, players like Zach LaVine, y'all keep saying, just wait for John Wall, it's going to get better. And before John Wall
Ryan, what do you want these guys to do, man?
I'm not of the impression that John Wall is the answer.
What do you want these guys to do?
Listen to me, the other night I seen Devin Booker with a fed-up face when they lost.
The
other night.
When they lost to Golden State?
Yeah. I seen him with a fed-up face. Sometimes the money don't matter. I got to tell these guys.
Was he
sometimes
fed up with his
money...
shooting percentage? Because he didn't do what he needed to do.
I'm ready.
He got G League guys checking him. He struggled to get 23.
I'm ready to
so
see
man.
Devin Booker.
That's all him.
Bradley Beal.
At least Zach LaVine give you 4.
And Zach LaVine said he want to go back to Minnesota.
I'm ready to see. Whoa. I wanted to bring that. I could be okay with
I'm ready.
I will be okay with it too, but what y'all gonna give up to get him? They don't have nothing.
They got a lot of loose baggage up there that's trying hard. Trying hard.
They lose baggage. They lose baggage left with Teague and left with Covington.
The money ain't gonna match.
Because him and D'Lo and Cat would be nice.
It would be.
It would be nice. I'm ready to see those guys in a situation where they're not alone.
We would love to see anybody who balls at a high level to then go to some other team and do his thing. Yeah, I would love to see Bradley Beal on a winner. I would love to see Trae Young on a win. I would love to see this. But just like I would love to see that, I love to see what Dallas did. Luka was in a losing situation last year. What did Dallas do? Hey, let's go get a hurt Porzingis. Let's put it together. Let's go get this. Let's go give
Hardaway
Jr. Let's go give Curry some money. Let's bring a team and build around him. It's time for these organizations to probably build around their guy.
But a lot of organizations don't like to spend money. Kind of like the Dolans with the Indians. We got a budget. We're not going to go over that budget. And we're going to bring in some money because there ain't a lot of people in the stands.
They should let the fans know. Let the fans know you don't care. Because if they let the fans know, then we'll know. We won't even talk about you bums. So we know y'all ain't going nowhere. Let us know. I don't know what you're doing. Getting Clint Capella, didn't we look at that as a sign that maybe Atlanta is
They
building?
saving him for next year.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So they'll sacrifice this. Let's see what we got. Work together.
Because they're not paying nobody nothing.
Get a little better pick, right?
They're not paying nobody nothing
Yeah,
on
nobody's
that
really
franchise.
making. Yeah, they got a bunch of young guys.
A bunch of young guys that they ain't paying nobody.
And the only person they're going to be paying is Capella.
Oh, next year, yes.
Capella makes money now.
Know what I'm saying? But that's who they're paying. That's the only thing that's on their books where it's causing them some discomfort. But
Because they ain't paying Vince Carter.
No, minimum.
But a guy like Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker. Look, Devin Booker's team is a way better team than it was the year before. Losing their center for 25 games hurt.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre just getting hurt and probably gone for the rest of the season hurts. It's about health.
I forgot about Oubre.
You gotta be healthy,
forgot
man.
about that. Forgot about that.
Sarge missed a lot of time. Ricky Rubio missed some games. You gotta be healthy.
Your center missed time, 25 games.
Yeah, 25 games. So
Juicing.
Yeah, juiced up. GNC behind the counter. The secret knock.
The good stuff.
The secret knock at the back door. Yeah, but that he can go.
Yeah, he can play.
He can go. I'm gonna tell you something that Ryan and walked away from, and you think I forgot about it. Yo, Sacramento Kings, I ain't heard you say nothing about them bums in a minute.
Well, De'Aaron had a great game last night. And Harrison Barnes having this one good game a week.
One good game a week. He do. He had one game a week.
One good game a week.
And he be like, I
Why
told
are
you.
they bringing? Why
I told y'all I can go.
Why are they bringing
Go sit
Buddy?
out.
Did you?
Why are they bringing Buddy Hield off the bench and starting
That
Bogdanovich?
is so disrespectful. And didn't your boy Buddy Hield sign to some more money? Remember
Yeah.
he said he was going to sell his house? He's another cat that's swimming in quicksand. He can't, man, dude.
But that's Vlade Divac.
But Buddy Hield don't make no money. For real.
Yeah, right.
I'm surprised the team ain't call about him, man.
They might this summer. They
Buddy
might.
Hield- What Buddy Hield, about 6'5"?
It don't matter if he was 5 foot. He could put it in the hole.
He got the strap too, but he can put it in there.
He can't put it in there.
So listen, we're talking a little. You brought up injuries, which is another good way to transcend. Right now, you know, we're talking live. Philadelphia's playing the Clippers, and they're missing their two best players. Ain't no argument.
Yeah.
They're missing Simmons
And Josh Richardson. I'm just cracking jokes.
You're not gonna do that.
But Buddy,
I'm not doing that. I'm not
Buddy
doing
Hield signed a 4-year, $94 million
Oh, no, he
contract
makes
extension
money.
Monday,
Oh, he makes
October 21st,
It was
2019.
an
This
extension.
year,
So he didn't sign a new.
this
deal.
year he makes $24 million. Next
He
year,
makes good money.
$22 million. The year after that, $20. So it's a
It's
decelerating.
a decelerate. He got his money on the front end.
But he's coming off the bench. Oh no, you're not starting.
That's the most disrespectful.
Come on,
I
sit next
don't
to me.
like that.
Come
Who's
sit-
that coach?
Your boy.
Oh.
6,000 points scored in a career, son.
Oh, Luke.
Oh,
yeah,
Big Luke.
Luke.
Big Luke.
The big fella.
The big fella's son.
Big fella.
But as to what playing with them two guys and
What's that all about? That don't look good for them. They've
Well,
already
he's-
been disappointing all year.
well, Ben Simmons is probably out for the whole season because they said he'll miss the first round of the playoffs.
Did they?
So they're not.
Because I know they said
so they won't get out. the first
last
round.
thing I heard was a reevaluation in 2 weeks, but he will not be anywhere close to playing.
Yeah, that's what I said. The first thing I heard
They're gonna look at
was
Joel in another week.
Yeah,
Nothing structural there, but that doesn't help me with
right.
when he'll be
Right.
back. So you said they're out of there the first round.
I think they're out of the first round. I think without Ben Simmons, they can't win a game, and they're constantly losing, right?
Yeah, they ain't looking good.
So if what they wind up probably, where they at right now? Probably fifth?
Yeah, I think fifth.
Who you talking about?
Philly. What they
think
probably
they
play
in the first
Miami in the first round?
Ship.
They'll play Miami in the first
Philly's
round?
fifth, yeah. There's 4 or 5.
That's Miami.
Yeah.
That was off the top of the head, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen. I ain't
yeah.
looking at
Oh
nothing.
man, you just looked at
That ain't looking good. Steph Curry.
He was supposed to play today.
Come back is being pushed back. He says
Two days.
sometime in March.
Well, they sometime in March they said he won't play today. He won't play the game on Tuesday. He'll play the game after that. That's what Kerr said. He supposed to go to practice with the G League team. They said
Should he play?
yeah, he got to get out there, man.
Why?
He's on my fantasy team, and he's my
Oh,
guy.
well, there you go. Okay.
I need him to get out there,
Selfish,
man.
but okay,
Yeah, it's
understood.
very
Selfish.
selfish. It's very selfish, man.
Because there's nothing to win there.
It's nothing to win. It's nothing to win.
Nothing to
But
prove.
I think they're so I think they are really like, hey, we cool. We gonna get this number one, but let's get Steph out there. Let's get him some rhythm. Let's see if him and Wiggins can play together. Let's whatever. You know, I just think if he play, I think that game would be like the 7th or something, the 6th of the.
Yeah.
If he plays, I guess with his 4 games he already played, probably can still squeeze out about 20 games.
Okay.
I guess see what he got. Just go out there and go. It don't hurt nothing.
I guess.
I mean, shit, why not? He want to play in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they ain't going to the Olympics if the coronavirus ain't cleared up.
Listen, man.
No, I'm serious. NBA players said they will not send our players over there if y'all ain't cleared that up. We can't lose some of these meal tickets. These meal tickets, they can't. The Olympic team, the Olympic team, lose one of them. A franchise will fold.
Yeah.
It will be like, hey, we don't know.
We'll never do this.
We'll never do this again. So they said if it don't clear it up, I don't know if the other U.S. athletes what they're gonna do, but the U.S. basketball team said,
high school.
"Oh, ain't nobody going. We're gonna forfeit."
Let's touch on Golden State. They said that Klay Thompson was gonna play. Then they pulled the rug up under that.
They put it back.
They said that Steph was supposed to play yesterday. They pulled the rug
tonight.
They pulled the rug from up under that.
Mm-hmm.
So just sit him.
No.
Well, they said Klay's not playing.
Yeah, you can say Klay.
Klay look kind of chunky too.
That's probably what they want to say.
Power forward.
That's probably what. Nah, crazy as hell. Once he get in that California sun and sip some Mai Tais, he'll lose that weight. But they get him out there, man. Let him. If you don't, then he comes back to basically a brand new team. Give him a quarter of the season with them guys. Because Steph will be able to tell the coach, man, no, we got to get rid of him. I don't like the way he
Also true.
Man, get him out of here, man. Who is that?
Also true.
Who is that guy right there?
Also true.
But can Steph motivate Wiggins to be a 25-point game guy?
Steph can motivate Wiggins to be a basketball player on a winning team. Look, I know how y'all feel. Look, I'm not going to say y'all.
I gave Wiggins all this credit this year.
You have. Wiggins was on a quicksand.
Yeah.
You go to a team that is.
I think the pressure of making all that money.
I don't think he pressured that dude from Canada. We don't know how them cats think.
This is what I will say, and I hate to it
because they kept bringing it up. The media kept bringing it up.
That's what the media do, because the media think.
I think they got to him.
Media think that. I don't think it got to him. He had one of his best. Look, before. Okay, listen. He went to Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a prestigious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top program, top 5, top 8.
Number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Got traded for K Love, a franchise guy, in Minnesota at the time. Got traded. Okay, cool. Ain't no problem with me. I go over here and win Rookie of the Year. His statistics went up every year. He was at 24 points a game. Then here comes Jimmy. You got Jimmy. Jimmy's a All NBA,
and he's
All-Star
just a different kind of guy.
So now we got to structure everything around him. What did Jimmy come in there and do? They made the playoffs. They get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Not due to lack of performance from Wiggins or Karl Anthony Towns, because they wasn't the leaders. It was going along for the ride. And if you go look at the numbers, Wiggins actually played better than Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler. If you look at the numbers. But Jimmy knew, let me get out in front of this. Young guys weren't ready, man. I ain't got time. Young guys, because Jimmy, it would have switched to you. So let me deflect it to those guys. Okay. Very smart. He leaves. Wiggins has a basic season with him out there. Karl Anthony Towns season goes all the way up. All NBA, All-Star.
You break out.
The following year, the way Karl Anthony Towns started out before he broke his wrist or whatever happened to him, he was balling. Then you had Wiggins show up, and for the first 2 months of the season was averaging 25 a game. You have a trade happen, he's still hovering around 22 points a game. At the end of the day, now you get to learn. Steph don't want your girlfriend. Steph ain't gonna tell the media that you ain't playing ball. Steph will take that on his own. Then you get to play side by side. If he stays with the team, if they don't, then you get to play side by side, but with a guy who's your size, with a Klay, who can teach you, man, slide over there when I slide. I'm gonna need help on defense. Do this. Stay away from Draymond Green. He can't tell him anything.
Poison.
Stay away from him, dude. I'm telling you. Stay with him. You can learn more from Eric Pascal, Damian Lee, than you can learn from that guy. So I would love to see a fully healthy team with Wiggins. Because it's no different than Beal being in a better position. Zach LaVine is no different. Put them guys around guys that they can actually talk to, that can say, man, yeah, okay, I know what you do. Help me get to that level. All young players need that, man. Some of them, all young players need that. All young players need that. LeBron talked to somebody when he was a Cavalier on that team.
One player that has taken a step back that I've been watching, and they pushing the older guy, is your guy from Brooklyn with Afro, Jared Allen.
Yeah.
They're pushing DeAndre Jordan now. He's getting all the minutes. Jared Allen, you can start. Go ahead. But DeAndre Jordan is closing game.
Do you think?
And see, DeAndre Jordan was in the future plans with KD.
Do you think that's how? I mean, it might not hurt though.
No. Jared Allen called for a trade because your days is numbered.
Why?
Because he wants to play.
He's not playing now.
He wants to play.
And they're not going anywhere.
He wants to play.
We can't ask for a trade now. Trade deadline over with.
That's cool. Put it out there. This is not a good situation for me.
Man, listen, man.
Because you can't develop behind DeAndre Jordan.
I'm a
DeAndre Jordan been the same player for 10 years.
Yeah, he's not getting better.
Solid rebounder.
He's not going to get better.
He's a better rebounder.
Maybe.
You talking about stunting somebody's growth, and guess what? They are on a fast track when KD and Kyrie come back, and some of them, Joe Harris, and they're unloading some of them guys. They're not in the plans. Some of them guys are not in the plans.
Why do they have to unload those guys? They got contracts that's already signed. Everybody's under
the man already said, man, give me some help in here. Give me some talent.
Nobody listened to what Kyrie said. He also said the world is flat.
And he got signed to a contract. The same guy that said the world is flat got signed to a contract.
He also said, I want to be the leader of a team and when it teamed up with KD. I mean, what is we talking about? Like, dude,
I'm telling you, some of them young guys.
Something don't mean anything. I'm saying this is my thing. You get rid of them for what? They're not making no money. So what, you get another young guy in there?
Well, my thing is they have the opportunity to do something now, and they're not taking advantage. They're not seizing their opportunity.
Karis LeVert is.
He didn't take a step back.
He didn't take a step back because what, one game somebody
listen to me.
Listen to me.
The most consistent guy on that team is Uncle Spencer.
No, he's
not.
No, he's not, man.
Okay.
I saw Karis LeVert a couple games ago get somebody 37.
And the other night he had what?
Top. I don't care. Consistency makes guys great. Karis LeVert ain't great.
But Spencer Dinwiddie is great.
No, he's not great. He's solid. He's good.
But of course, LeVert just rolls off your tongue.
Dude, Spencer Dinwiddie, look, man, great. We got to stop putting these attributes with people's names.
Wrong adjective?
LeBron is great, correct?
Yes.
Spencer Dinwiddie can't call Spencer Dinwiddie great and LeBron great.
No, they in the 8th spot, 26 and 33. They'll play Milwaukee first round.
Man, hey, you ain't playing no. You going home in the first round.
Quick home.
They'll get a win.
Ooh.
Orlando got a win against Toronto.
That's Toronto.
That's different.
That's not the freak. That's not the freak. But Jonah, they ain't seen who on their heels.
I think it's wide open. I don't
Orlando, Auntie, and Vucevic.
Orlando make it. Orlando gonna get it over there.
You think so?
Orlando's 7.
Who's below?
Washington.
How many games Washington behind? 4?
Washington is 21 and 37. Brooklyn is 26 and 33.
No, ain't nobody catching nobody.
That's what they do. I think it's solid.
It's solid. They got that spot. But I think if Washington got there, I think they get one. Because I think Bill get 50 on somebody.
Very possible.
LeBron had 50 against Golden State. They lost that game.
He's going to tear Chris Middleton. It's also true. It can happen. Bill can get 50 in a loss. It happened the other day. J.R.
Smith's mind fart. No. It happened before that with your boy, the point guard.
He was at the line looking.
George Hill.
He didn't just miss the free throw. He was at the line.
He made the first.
Looked
petrified.
He made the first.
When I was sitting there watching with my dad.
I said he was going to miss the second.
He hit the first one clean.
He like this.
He looked like a cat that just got through the first round with Mike Tyson and was like, man, if y'all ring that bell, I swear I'm out of here.
When he made the first free throw, he was cool.
No, he was scared.
He turned back around and was like this.
I said, oh my God, look at
he
him.
just saw Michael Myers been in the corner, dude. But, I mean, he saw Mike been in the corner. It was a wrap. Spencer, to be honest, it's kind of that team is showing heart to be 8th seed, dude. No KD all year.
Yeah.
How many games homeboy play? 20? Kyrie?
It ain't that many.
No, it ain't. That's 20 is a lot.
He played 20. Look it up. No, I ain't saw nothing. I'm saying 20. I bet 10 dimes. Got a 10 dime bet on him. I got a 10 dime bet he played 20 games.
20 games.
Oh my God.
Right.
Facts, baby!
They call them facts, right?
How did we know? Listen, Dave, how did I know we was going to talk about that? Come on,
Because you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up.
I did not bring up the Brooklyn Nets.
So check this out. We're talking the bottom of the playoff race in the East.
Ooh.
Let's pivot to the West and talk about the emergence of Zion Williamson.
Yes.
I listened to our recent episode. Well, actually, it wasn't our best of segment, and we talked about Zion prior to the season. Y'all got to go to the podcast.
Two great
Matter of fact, while we're doing this now, go down and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get these updates for the week in review.
Yeah.
Then go over wherever you listen to podcasts, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify. These are all those places. Subscribe to the podcast. Totally different content. We talked about Zion Williamson. Let's do a little quick progress check on where he's performing as of right now. Zion is getting it done.
Yeah. Ryan, what you think of Zion, man?
He all right.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. They said no teenager in NBA history has scored 20
points.
10 straight games.
10 straight games.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
We see a lot of teenagers come in this league. KG,
Quite a few.
the King,
Melo,
Dwight Howard, J.R. Smith. I just threw him out there because he was actually a teenager, so we got to throw him out there. Mr. Wiggins.
What's your thoughts on Zion?
He like him now. He a fan.
Through right now. Today.
No, he's in a beautiful situation.
He got a Pelican bobblehead at the house.
He's in a beautiful situation.
Okay.
Duke jersey.
And the coach is doing him justice and letting him play.
What
do you mean you talking about him?
What we talking about?
Him
I know my homie. I know my homie said
his best friend.
He was gonna average 13 points again.
13 points.
He underbid a little bit. It's a slight underbid.
He only 9 points over. That's it.
You know what? You wasn't. I don't think you was off. I think you mixed names up.
Who was the 13 for? 13 and 7.
Culver.
Steve Adams. I think you missed up Zion and Steve.
Because you remember Jared Culver was my rookie of the year.
Jared Culver is he's very, very athletic. I think he need to get more time. But see, here's the thing. If you talk about bringing Zach LaVine over there.
Yeah, they know. They're taking it. I think Wiggins leaving, you may see some uptick in his numbers. But Zion, the reason I bring up Zion, number one, I wanted a progress check. He's playing really, really well. Still not playing a lot of minutes. I don't know. Because again, when you start throwing in, they're keeping him right around 20, 25. He don't go much past that.
He don't go much past it. But when he out there, it's a full go.
If you add another 10 minutes, does that mean that we can add another 8 to 10 points? I don't know if that's true.
I think if you add...
Because he plays, he's at 100
I think when he's out there, he's featured. If you add 10 more minutes, he's not featured as much.
Correct.
I think his rebounds go up.
Yeah, probably.
I think he get more assists.
Four more
but I
points
think his points stay around the same because of it's some one of them things when he out there giving the rock and let him pound whoever.
And he outputs on 100 when he's out there. He can go sit down and get a break.
Moves around the basket with his back to the basket that he didn't utilize at Duke.
And
because he's whipped like this. Now we're gonna get the ball, put your hip on him, spin left.
Let me just say this. The difference I see in today's game, especially in the last 5 to 10 years, the players are slimmer but stronger. They don't have a lot of girth.
Yeah, they don't like the ball.
He's got girth, and he is bullying.
But
his
that's
way.
what,
and that's what makes Montrezl Harrell unique.
Problem. An animal.
Power dribble,
and not
straight up.
And something else too. When you back in the day. Minus the Larry Johnsons and the Karl Malones. Big, cocky, skill guys. The David Robinsons. Cocky, skill guys. Majority of the Cox Diesel guys was not skilled.
They were pick setters.
Yeah, they was
rebounders.
The New York Knicks was full of them.
Full of them.
Anthony Bonner,
Oakley.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Ben Wallace.
They're not
Just
putting
a
the ball
big,
on the
solid, strong, scary cat.
Only dribbles he taking is at
Man,
the free
look,
throw line.
Montrezl Harrell
Throwback.
is a monster, dude.
Throwback.
He don't get the credit he deserves for the Clippers. Because when he gets in the game, it's full go, dude.
And one thing about Montrez is he's not even shooting from the outside. And we seen him all summer at them basketball leagues and stuff. He's got a nice stroke, but he is staying within himself, staying within the framework of the team, and just getting everything in the paint.
He know what his role is. He playing it, and I'm in here to do what I do.
Because Montrez can dribble, he can do it all. He can pass, he can do it all. But Doc say, "Look, I didn't see you. You cute.
We know what you can do.
Somebody's gonna pay him.
Just go in there and eat. If you want to keep playing, go eat like I tell you.
Somebody's gonna pay him.
Yeah,
he's gonna get some money
paid. Because he is a center, but you can play small ball with him. He ain't super duper huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And he can handle the rock.
And he can handle the rock.
Put it on the floor.
He can handle the rock.
He can handle the rock.
You know what I'm saying? I give
Ballmer would break the bank for him.
second round pick
Steve Ballmer would break the bank for him.
and Draymond Green for him right now.
See, you always trying
Man,
to
they
build the
gotta
Warriors up, man.
I'm just trying to get Draymond out of there, man. I'm just so tired of seeing him. You see that game he played with the Lakers? He got attacked in the first 2 minutes.
Get that dude out of here.
Did you see? He was mad. He was
dude
mad because they're not calling the calls on Dwight. You're trying to pull a chair and you pulled his arm.
Like,
you're not calling
like,
it.
did you not see? You had him in an arm bar.
In an arm lock, man. And thought they was gonna call you the call. And then he tried to set a weak screen. Dwight came around the screen and knocked him down. He wanted to, man, come on, man, go sit down, man. If you didn't want to play tonight, then just go sit down.
Tell Curry your back hurt.
Tell Curry your back hurt. He would have said he would let you sit down.
But the thing about Golden State,
They're horrible with him.
the thing about Golden State that Ryan touches on, it's beautiful basketball. And you want it to be perfect. Not so much you want to see them win all the time, because they won all the time. Okay. It's beautiful basketball to watch. Yeah. I stayed up many a night watching them.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's beautiful basketball.
It is. But you know what, don't matter.
And it's only a handful of teams that plays beautiful. Cavalier.
It's only a handful of teams that play beautiful, but it's more than a handful that you would like to watch.
It's only a handful of teams I like to watch.
Trainwreck, Poetry in Motion, the Houston Rockets look good.
And they've been doing the small ball
They
thing.
look good, man.
It's a quality win last night too against Boston. Quality win.
I was
last
very
night.
upset.
Quality win.
Robert
quality win.
Covington.
Oh, we was doing him. We was doing him yesterday.
Underrated
for
that team.
No, he not.
For that team. For that team.
And the beard, we had him on clamps too. We couldn't do nothing with Russ though.
Well,
Russ kind of went like bananas. Your boy Russell Westbrook been playing.
We're going to have to come back to the Pelicans, but let me talk about Russ, because he's the guy that I didn't mention on Hot Streak.
Oh, my God, man.
This was a win, a loss, a win, a win, a win, a win, a win. 41, 39, 36, 21, 34, 33, and 41. He's shooting 57 from the floor, 43, almost 44 from three.
And James Harden's still the leading scorer in the league.
35.
And to second what you just said, those two are averaging 62.
Together.
Some of the most notable duos over the last, decade or so.
I ain't gave you no 62.
Shaq and Kobe, 57.
Yeah.
Durant and Curry, 53.
Mm-hmm.
Bron and Wade, 52. Bron and AD, 52.
Ain't nobody gave no 62.
Durant and Russ, 51. Yao and T-Mac, 49.
So we can go out on a limb and say that
ain't nobody gave
Harden and Westbrook's relationships is
pretty solid.
They're doing all right together.
And they're the best scoring duo we've seen.
They're friends. And I think, and I know respect, friendship, playing with somebody you respect their talent, they respect yours, is for a beautiful situation.
But the whole team looks comfortable versus with Chris Paul.
But see, I don't think that's fair. Because I think the egos of Chris Paul and James Harden just didn't mesh. But what Chris Paul is doing with OKC, dude, I don't think no point guard in the league could have probably did
Okay,
that.
so can I pat myself on the back?
No, you can't.
Can I pat
It's
myself
fit.
on the back?
It's about fit.
Can I? No. What did I say? I said he's going to be one of the best point guards in the league. Creme de la
I'm
creme.
gonna tell you why you can't be. His numbers don't say that. He's the best, one of the best leaders. His numbers don't say that.
He's the best player on that team.
No, he's not. He's not. I keep telling you, he ain't. He's not. He the best leader on the team.
He's the best player on that team.
Who is it?
This about to blow your mind.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not the guy with the 8 last
The
names.
guy with the 8 last name,
Oh,
the young guy, who averaging 18 points
Gildress
a
Alexander.
game, is the best player on the team, dude. I'm not taking nothing away from your boy, but your boy, Chris Paul is playing with Gallinari, who averaging 18, Schroeder, who averaging 18, Shea, who averaging 18. His 16 and 6
Is the most important 16 and 6 in the history of NBA.
Can't put him in top 10.
His 16 and 6.
So was he an over?
No. Let me just say this. His 16
Yes,
and 6.
yes, he should have been All-Star.
His 16 and 6. I think he got more than 6 assists.
Go ahead,
We
don't
own
do
it
that.
right. We own it right now. Just trust
You
me.
tried to slip that in.
You know we own it.
But
That's what she said. But what I'm
17-8, 17-5, and 6-7.
and the points just went up, and them 17
okay, the points with him.
that you just said just went up since All-Star break.
17-5.
Just went up since All-Star
59
break.
games, which is I'm happy for him.
Yeah, because he usually will sit down.
And give you 5 bounds too. That's a solid stat line. So yes, an All-Star. He was not a throw-in based off a name. He was a deserving All-Star.
No,
in
he
your
was a
opinion?
throw-in.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who should have got that spot? Booker maybe.
Devin Booker should have got it without having Dame to get hurt. Devin Booker.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
Devin
saying.
Booker numbers in his at that point in time, he was 16 and 6. Booker was 26 and 6.
So who should have been? So we go Dame. You got to get rid of somebody. So Dame takes Chris out. So who gets Who gets Dame's spot? Booker takes Chris's spot. So who's supposed to take Dame's spot?
And when Dame goes out, who I would have gave it to?
Because you just don't get to say a guy can't be an All-Star. You got to get rid of somebody.
No,
put somebody in.
No, I'm saying I would have took Chris Paul out for Devin Booker.
Right.
But you're saying
so now Dame is hurt
when
now.
Dame got hurt,
So
who goes
yeah.
in for him?
Yeah.
Looking at the guards in the West.
Do you take a McCollum? I'm trying to think who else would be in that conversation. I don't know if Fox's numbers are there.
I think Fox numbers is better than Paul's. I think Fox numbers is better than Paul's. I know your boy Buddy Hield numbers is better. I'm not knocking your statement. You made a great statement, but you also said they wouldn't make the playoffs. So you get a half, Pat. I give you a half. But what he's doing for them, dude, it was like, we all said he'd be out of there. It was a trade move. You know what I'm saying? He got them young dudes playing ball, man.
He rolling.
He got them playing ball. What is they, 6 seed?
Something like that.
They can't beat Utah. Utah 3? Who 3? Denver?
I think they're in the 2 spot.
Denver is?
I think so. Because who they played the other night?
Oh,
they played
my
the
God.
Clippers.
So the Clippers is 3.
Yeah. Right now.
Clippers is 3, Denver's 2,
Yeah.
the Lakers is 1, Houston's 4, Utah, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Memphis.
Now,
So who is 6?
Oklahoma City.
They going home.
check this
They gonna
out.
play them Clippers?
Memphis got probably one of the toughest schedules remaining.
Yeah.
The Pelicans have the easiest schedule remaining.
I would
sliding in there,
rather see. I would love to see. Here's what it's gonna come down to, which
All
is
right.
crazy. Whoever makes that 8th seed, the Pelicans or Memphis, will have the rookie of the year on their team.
You think?
Yes.
I don't think you can in good conscience give it to Zion for,
I think they're
for
going-
30 games.
I
I don't think that's fair.
I think that if they make the playoffs, they're gonna give it to him, dog. And that was my pick. And I'm not saying
I can't do it in good conscience.
I think that
I hear what you're saying, and that sounds about right. But yeah, I don't like it.
I would prefer if Memphis made it
Why?
Because I think Memphis can beat the Lakers in the playoffs.
No,
And we talked about Portland a couple weeks ago. I said
can.
Portland can slide into the 8th spot. They won't
can't beat them, man.
I think Portland could have knocked them out too, but
Nah, dude.
they're not getting
That young boy over
in my
there.
opinion,
You know what? Early, before we even had our show, we had a conversation and we was talking about Memphis, and you said they ain't got no talent. Nobody on
when
that
did I
team.
say that?
You said that.
I don't remember.
I wish
that.
we had it recorded.
Play it back.
We don't have it recorded. You know we don't.
Run
it! But them guys are ultra confident, man. You know what they remind me of? The Miami Heat team with Dwayne Wade. They really rallying around that young boy, man.
But they had experience.
I'm talking about the first. Yeah, they did. But I'm talking about
They had a lot of experience.
but still, and they still rallying around Dwayne Wade as a rookie. The way that
You talking about early on,
early. I
man.
ain't talking about when they won the championship. I'm
03.
talking about when they made the playoff. Dude, they rallying on that young. They love him, dude. They following him.
He's a
to
player.
war.
He's a player too.
What you got better players and better coaching though?
Who?
New Orleans. They got
better than
they
Memphis.
got a lot of talent.
They do.
They got a lot of proven talent.
do.
Derek Favors,
Yeah.
Drew Holiday,
Yes, they
JJ
do.
Redick.
Mm-hmm. And if they make it to the
Yeah,
playoffs,
B.I. is
and if they
balling.
make it to the playoffs, like Dave said, they got an easy cake schedule. If Memphis make it with the hardest schedule, they show they ready for somebody's throat. If they get the Lakers and the Lakers win, the Lakers will leave that series with bumps and bruises going to the next round.
Believable.
Because ain't no guard on that team gonna stand for that boy. That dude almost put AD on a poster yesterday. Just like he did.
They will sweep
Kevin.
Memphis. They will
No, they
sweep.
won't.
He don't care who you are.
He don't care, dude.
They'll sweep Memphis.
Anthony
don't care who
Anthony
you are.
Davis in the post, he spin and the ball too low, A-Trip. If I'm a coach, every time when he spin, the ball is down here, man. He rip him every day.
I know this is on the spot.
Get him
You get pull your phone up. Who is your top 6 guards? Your All NBA guards right now. Your All NBA guards. You can look at your phone.
I don't think I need to. First team is gonna be
No, just give me 6 off the top of your head.
Trey,
That's 1,
Harden,
2,
Russ,
3.
Dame.
4. Now, does winning, is that a...
That's I don't care about winning. Hey, I tell y'all off top, who cares? I don't care about winning. I'm here for the money.
It depends on the conversation.
I'm here for the money and the stats.
I'm surprised on one guy you ain't said yet. I'm totally surprised.
No, I can't say my boy. I can't say my boy Steph. That would be cheating.
No, you can't say him. Of course not. That ain't what I'm talking about though. I can't believe he ain't said him yet.
Well, you say it for him.
Kemba Walker and
Luka?
I don't think they're gonna put him as a guard.
That was gonna be my follow-up.
If they put him as a guard, then Luka. If he goes in as
Say
a
they
guard,
don't. You still need one more.
and
Out of all them high-end guards that's out there, the Levines, the Bookers, the Bradley Bills, the McCollums,
if I gotta
and I'm
give it,
assuming that
your
LeBron
guy
is-
down in San Antonio.
LeBron is not a guard.
I'm not putting him as a guard.
Okay. I wouldn't. In good conscience
If they don't do it with Luka, because Luka would have been him, because I thought they would have done it as a
you
forward.
think he's a forward? Okay.
Yeah, because they be starting games with what's that? He doing the LeBron thing. They'll have two guards out there, but
he's the point guard. Yeah, right.
I don't know, man. Devin Booker, I'm just going on a limb, but I think since what Dave said, I think it's gonna be Luka though. I think those are the 6.
Because they technically have a G next to his name.
Yeah.
When they roll out the starting lineup.
I'm going on a.
But they do that for LeBron too. But I think he'll be a forward.
I'm going out on a limb. Jason Tatum will make All NBA this year. Book it.
I can see it. I can see it. I can certainly see it.
Book it.
Especially if they finish strong.
Book it.
I can certainly see it. All right, we're gonna wrap this. Weekly review up here. But there's a couple things we talked about, teams and situations. We didn't get much into, and there hasn't been a lot. I'm still waiting on the shoe to drop as far as transactions and such. What we've seen most notably, obviously the Morris twins have both found new homes, ironically in the same city. Reggie Jackson what else has happened really? I mean, I've seen a lot of wavings and stuff like that. Nothing really notable. But I haven't seen a lot of movement,
Nothing
which
really
is
notable.
surprising
Them was big.
to me.
Them was the because they
And
all.
Collison not signing. Collison decided I'm not going to
Oh,
play.
Well, who made him special?
Thank you, man. I
I
always
didn't
thought
think there was a lot of that was really like, ooh, Darren Collison was at the game.
He said,
okay.
He said when they said he retired, I was like, so? I'm sorry. Who cares? What?
Yeah.
So what, brother? Don't nobody care.
He wasn't going to have an impact on any team that's doing
Man,
anything.
Ain't nobody think he retired, okay?
And they was having a bidding war.
Yeah, bidding war. People
Over him?
gave him free tickets,
Oh,
popcorn.
get that
He had a
dude out
steak
here.
dinner.
You got to pay for this.
Man, come on, man. No, man. No, I just don't get. Yeah, so yeah, that.
Nothing notable.
Nothing notable.
I think the more
I keep seeing your boy J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith said he's better than 85% of the cats in the league. Look, J.R., I don't know what I don't know.
Now you know Earl is my guy now.
Yeah, I don't know what he been smoking though.
He's
85%.
He smokes a lot. He does. Admittedly, he's not better than 85% in the league. He's better than a lot of people in the league.
He's better than a lot of people in the league when he plays like J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith's problem, or one of his problems, is this: his age. And the NBA is on that tier situation where I can't pay a J.R. Smith who's been in the league 12 years, 15 years, whatever it is. You can't pay him $200,000. There's a certain price tag that he gets based off of just tenure.
He can't get the mentorship program?
I mean, he can.
'Cause that's
But
what he gonna have to get.
what a lot of teams are thinking though is, am I going to pay him 2.5, or do I pay a bunch of young guys and figure out what they got because I know what I get when I'm getting Jr. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think he's in a situation
You
where
know what I think when they
he's a specialist.
and when they send you home, man, I think the right.
That means a lot.
That means a lot.
When they tell you don't come,
they tell you don't come,
and we're gonna pay you. Don't show up.
You know what I'm saying?
That means something.
When they did that to Mr. Melo and they shouldn't have did it to him, Melo had to ring the horses. He had to go everywhere and act like and go on a goodwill hunting tour and apologize for people to say.
And I'm sure that's probably what happened behind closed doors.
Yeah, JR gonna have to do it. JR, we're talking 85% do that. As soon as he said that, they said hang up the phone with him.
Yeah, because he better than a lot of people.
Hang up the phone, man. We ain't got time to deal with
But
that.
he's the same kind of conversation we had with Melo, which he has done very well with his comeback.
Melo has been solid.
JR is he's very talented. But do you bring J.R. Smith in with your young guys and take time off and let him play in front of your young guys if you're an emerging team?
Because he's a guy that just set up and said he's 85% better. So that's
his mindset
So
is,
when he get
I'm
there,
better than this dude.
he over there pouting and
So
mad.
are you going to give him the time? No. So do you put
gotta-
him on the bench
you gotta
and
like
he's
this-
causing dissension on your team?
So and you know the better guys on the team be like, Jared, that's one of the 85% you talking about. Yeah, that's him.
Because I think, at least from what I understand, a lot of the
He
reason
better
they
than
send
Danny
him. Oh yeah, he is.
Is he more coachable than Danny Green?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because he
Oh,
part of the reason.
Oh, no.
We're not. We got a little simple action there, ladies and gentlemen. Little simple action.
Hey, strike up the band.
That was a strike.
Strike up on the band.
Oh my God! I was just asking a question. I didn't say nothing. Dave said that.
What
That's your boy
happened?
Danny Green.
What happened?
Danny Green better than J.R. Smith?
No. Smith
He is.
You think so? I got it. Give me Earl. Give me Earl.
Hey, Ryan.
Go ahead.
Ryan like Danny.
Let's talk about it.
Danny Green's a better defender than J.R. Smith.
I go with that. Even
He's
though
a
he
better
get
catch and
drugged, he
shoot
get
guy.
drugged.
Listen to me. For what LeBron James need, he's a way better player than
He got a championship with JR, man. You can't scoff over that. He ain't won nothing with Danny.
I'm not gonna say
Richard Jefferson got a championship with
did.
LeBron. What did that mean?
Nothing.
Danny's a better defender.
Danny Green's a better overall player
Is he
than
a
J.R.
better
Smith.
shot maker than Earl?
J.R. Smith
I don't
showed you
know.
when he gets a rebound what he does.
He probably got
what happened
healthier lungs and liver.
Give me
Does
Danny
that
Green
matter?
over J.R. Smith.
I don't know, man.
When you force J.R. Smith to think, it goes horribly wrong. Every time.
Is it that simple?
Every time.
I don't know, man.
Every time.
Is it that simple?
Every time. When you force him to make a decision, a basketball decision.
That's one time, man.
Right.
Okay.
He
got another one.
He's
He gave somebody dap. He gave somebody dap. Somebody ran past him and scored him.
He's
The funniest play in the world. He was giving somebody dap. What up? And the player went behind him and rolled it. Play going on. What did you do? Is you talking to over there?
he has his moments, man.
JR, man.
He's a shot maker though.
When he gets hot,
He was.
No, period.
He had a nice.
He didn't have some nice games in the finals, but they still got swept and still lost in 5.
Yeah.
For whatever that's worth.
Danny Green had some nice games in the finals and won.
But you can't. Don't do that, though. Don't do that.
How many rings Danny Green got?
Don't do that.
2.
Don't do that.
Them boys blinging too.
I don't know
And he
if
was a starting 2
I don't know
guard.
if he better than Earl.
He was a starter.
I don't know, man.
But listen,
So okay, so
he better.
One-on-one, Earl will beat him in one-on-one. I
he
think.
ain't no think.
He better
He
than-
gonna tear his mouth out.
He better than Jared Dudley.
So if yes,
He is
that's also
super
true.
trash.
So if we up at the gym right now, you got your squad, you got 4, and Earl
I might pick Danny.
and Danny left. You taking Danny Green?
I might pick Danny because I know it's gonna be a structured game. I think I think
Danny
JR
Green get a shot.
I think
And he's gonna defend.
I think JR would jack it up every trip if we play him.
Danny Green.
I might be okay with that.
I'm gonna put Danny.
I might be okay with that.
I'm gonna put Danny Green on J.R. Smith
I might be okay. I want you to. I'm taking Smith.
because we know Danny Green's gonna make it harder for Earl,
And
and
I
Earl
like-
make it harder.
this is what I'm
for Danny
saying.
Green.
Hey. I'm gonna take the ball out.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see
Go
that.
down,
I would
go down on the
love,
block, and then you know what to do.
I would love to see the lower tier, non-creme de la creme, the 20 to 30 guys. I would love to see them guys play basketball against each other.
Just an all-star game of
All-star
sorts
game with them type
with the
guys.
second tier.
Yes, I would love to see it. We know what we're going to get with the superstars. We know, and they just going to have fun. Them second-tier guys is going to be out there.
And I think it's gonna be like a hunger. It's gonna be, hey,
gonna
bro,
be playing.
let's go.
They going to be playing.
Yeah.
Ain't going to be no laughy, giggly. You talking about
We just
get
having a
them-
good time.
Nah.
But then when it came down to the money, they balled.
Oh, yeah.
For that last
Oh,
quarter.
yeah, when it
whatever,
came down
but-
to the money,
but early
yeah,
on,
oh,
it's-
definitely.
I mean, it's a lot
I
of
would love
jumpers.
to see that. I would love to see the Danny Greens, the J.R. Smiths, them guys. I mean, for real, the Joe Harrises. I want to see them guys go against each other. I'm telling you, I think it would be fun to watch. You'll find out where the real bums is. You'll find out what a real bum. Because if you got guys out there cooking you like them guys cooking you, oh, dude, sit down. You ain't ready for this. I'd love to see that. That's why I always like to see when a lower tier guy gets off on a superstar. I like to see it because it's like were you checking him? Or did you think he wasn't going to do what he just did to you? Either way, his family saw him just light you up.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see, like, what is more exciting to watch? 50 points from Bradley Beal or 50 points from Eric Gordon?
Bradley Beal's gonna mix it up. Gordon's gonna shoot a lot of jumpers.
Which one isn't one more like, damn, you Eric Gordon got 50? Like,
I hear what you're saying.
you feel what I'm
I hear
saying?
what you're
It's like
saying.
man, that's
I hear
Bradley
what you're
Beal.
saying.
Bradley
Eric Gordon's quite capable. You talking about Eric Gordon that plays for the Houston Rockets?
What other Eric Gordon do you know?
Okay, well, he's quite capable.
He's not Bradley Beal.
Nah.
He averages like 16 points.
Listen to me, Bradley Beal
is
had-
halfway to 50 every time he lays the shoes up. Hey, put me down for 25. Just put me down. Matter of fact, he averaging 30 this year. Put me down for 30.
If you gave Aaron Gordon if you gave him 25 shots,
Aaron Gordon has been on teams where he's been the guy. Stop doing that, man. I'm tired of this.
for real,
Aaron Gordon.
for real. How many shots do you think the most he's ever shot in the game?
I don't care. Are you trying
Nah,
to
you don't
tell
care.
me
Nah,
that
you don't care.
Eric Gordon?
I'm saying if you give this guy a certain amount of shots, his chances of hitting 50 is higher than somebody that shoots the ball 10 to 15 times. How about that?
No.
Here's what I will say.
How about that?
I watched Eric Gordon last night.
Mm-hmm.
He shot 2 air balls. I saw that.
Oh my God.
That's what this guy had. That's what
And they were terrible
What are
too.
you talking about? I'm trying
It
to
was
tell you.
bad.
Eric Gordon is a NBA player solid. He can go. Man, he can't do. He ain't Bradley Beal.
Nah,
He shot the ball 16 times twice in his career.
Okay, what he average?
19,
22 and 21.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now go look at Bradley Beal. What teams was that when he was doing that? Phoenix?
Clippers, New Orleans.
Nowhere
Hornets.
fast.
The Clippers that year,
Nowhere fast. Probably
Did
got
nothing.
traded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
New Orleans that year did nothing.
Just for clarity's sake.
Just
Just to clarify.
But what I mean, but okay, 16 shots a game, he getting you 21, 22 points a game. Okay, that's wonderful.
Bradley Beal.
He ain't Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal averaged what, 7, 8 dimes? 6, 7.
Now we're bringing up the. I thought we was talking about scoring.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, let's stay on
I'm
task.
talking about offensive output. Assists are offensive statistic.
You know, crazy people be all over the place.
I'm crazy. I want the word people to know. I'm nuts.
Bradley Beal has shot the ball. This in the last 4 years where he's averaging in the 20s. Last 4 years he's been averaging in the 20s. He's giving you shot attempts of 17, 18, 20, 23.
He's averaging 23 right now.
Yeah.
And he averaging 30 points?
He's giving you 30.3 points a game.
Nah, dude, listen to me, man.
He is shooting
Sorry.
46% from the field.
Solid.
If you telling me if you don't give Eric,
I'm telling you, Eric Gordon could not do what that guy could do.
He
No.
don't.
He cannot do it, man. He can't. Air ball. You shooting air balls? We can review, baby. That's what we do, man. We having fun. What?
Eric Gordon, that's just.
I'm serious, man. That's why that's why when Eric Gordon hit 50 earlier this season, it was like, oh wow, he was getting it up.
'Cause you
When
don't
Bradley
expect-
Beal hit 50, it's like Bradley didn't put the whole team on his back already. Let's go. You already know what a superstar is gonna do.
Bradley Beal had 50. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly right.
Get the drug test ready. Just give me the cup.
Hey Bradley, they want to see you down the hall, man.
Just give me the cup.
Pee in this cup for me,
Get
right
the
quick.
cup.
For what? Oh, just random.
Double.
Cause I hit these 50s.
Double 50.
No, what drug they think he on, man? Come on, man. They
Nah,
got
he took too much
they
Viagra.
got to stop that, man. That's so not cool, man.
It's disrespectful. It is. But listen, we're going to wrap up this week in review. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back very soon. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you subscribe so you get the notifications when we put out new content. We're working on some stuff. We got some plans for this YouTube channel. We're gonna make it real interesting, especially come playoff time. Make sure you go over to wherever you listen to podcasts and subscribe to RDR Talking Numbers. If you don't listen to podcasts, start listening to
Start
podcasts.
listening.
RDR Talking Numbers, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen, you'll find us. RDR Talking Numbers is a basketball with a flame. You can't miss us.
You can't miss it.
Listen, as always, live well, laugh often, love much. RDR will talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace.